NASA found a parallel universe. In 2016, a group of scientists in Antarctica discovered something weird. A specific particle that's only been observed going down towards Earth has been discovered going up. The scientists had no explanation. A lot of theories was made in the science community, and the most popular one was a mirrored parallel universe, a universe in which the time only goes backwards. NASA's comment came much later, and the topic was relevant again in May 2020. The idea of parallel universes is not new, and science and philosophy have been talking about this for so long. So even though it was popularized in science fiction and pop culture, it was never just fiction. Personally, I don't think that's a good enough reason to believe that, so I will take that with a grain of salt, but I'm not a scientist. I will link a few articles that talk about this and a video that can explain that in a fun, easy to understand way in the description below. But I want to ask, if that's the case, how will that even work? Here is my theory. If you won't go for the science fiction version and only consider the things we know for a fact, what do we know? We know that matter and energy will be affected by our laws of physics, just from the end to the beginning. We know that the universe will end. It won't die or have a heat death, but will end. We know that at some point, some matter will go through our universe and interact with it. So what will happen? What did happen? Well, assuming that the Big Bang did happen and our universe is expanding ever since, it will go eventually over its limit and collapse on itself. Many scientists believe that that's gonna create a second Big Bang, and then third and fourth and so on. But what if the second Big Bang will go through the first dimension of time that might be and might not be the fourth dimension of space? If so, it will interact with the familiar three space dimensions and reverse itself back to the first time Big Bang. Then it will create a third one, a third Big Bang, that will be identical to the first Big Bang that we're experiencing right now. But in this case, it's not a parallel universe, it's just the future. So how will it interact with our universe? It will create a second time dimension, it will go back in time. It won't be a mirrored dimension, it will be a second timeline, inverted timeline that's going on the same time as our universe is currently going. Only one question left. How did those particles got into our universe in the first place? I don't know yet. The timeline might be connected, or close to each other, or something completely else. But that's the beauty of science. I don't know yet. You might have an idea, or you haven't understood a word that I said so far, but I'm releasing my theory to the world, and you can do whatever you want with it.